Xinyan's the name and rock and roll's the game. And I'm the only one who plays it in Liyue Harbor. Been thinking about staging concerts elsewhere lately, but... well, word is that you've been all over the place, traveler. So, what say you sign me up for your world tour? Anywhere's good.
Hello, I am Baiju, a practitioner of medicine at Boo Boo Pharmacy. So, are you experiencing any discomfort? If so, where? And how many days have the symptoms persisted? You don't require medical attention? Oh, so you came to see me? Ah, then I'm sorry. I'm afraid I must ask you to wait. I'd like to see the other patients first before discussing things any further.
I'm number 11 of the Fatui Harbingers, codenamed Childe, but I also go by Tartaglia. And you? You two like to cause quite the stir, don't you? Something tells me we're going to get along splendidly.
Uh, uh,
Hello, I am Baiju, a practitioner of medicine at Boo Boo Pharmacy. So, are you experiencing any discomfort? If so, where? And how many days have the symptoms persisted? You don't require medical attention? Oh, so you came to see me? Ah, then I'm sorry. I'm afraid I must ask you to wait. I'd like to see the other patients first before discussing things any further. When on the road, one should take ample time to pause and appreciate the wondrous scenery along the way.
you're about to collapse, aren't you?
Life, death, and the world around us all follow a set of laws. But if you never test the limits, how can anyone know where the boundaries of these laws are? Oh, it's just some chronic problem I have flaring up again. Nothing to worry about. The weather is damp and chilly. I suggest getting indoors to avoid these conditions, if possible. Don't worry. As long as we watch the road ahead and avoid walking under the trees, then the lightning should not pose any problems for us.
So cold. So sleepy.
Chang Shang? Chang Shang? Out like a light. What lovely weather. Which reminds me, we just received a batch of herbs.
Don't worry. Even if Chi-Chi forgot to dry out the herbs, Herbalist Gui will certainly remember to put them out in the sun.
Yes, you're right. I would advise you to stay out of such windy conditions. Don't forget to always consider your health first. Good morning. I'm in the habit of enjoying a cup of tea before breakfast. Shall I pour some for you? You mustn't sit for extended periods of time after eating lunch. Instead, I recommend going for a walk. It's good for digestion. Good evening. If you're here for treatment, then I'm afraid that Boo Boo Pharmacy's clinic has already closed for the day. However, if you are experiencing a medical emergency, then I'll see what I can do for you, of course. If you happen to be here just to see me, then you're right on time. I'm off duty now. Ah, you're still awake. Is that a yawn I see? Yes, my master did entrust to me many medical formulas from the ancient era. However, although the ancient prescriptions were compiled by our ancestors and have stood the test of time, we mustn't also forget to look forward. Times have changed, and so have our surroundings and customs. Treatments that were effective in the bygone times may not prove to be as effective now. Clinging to the classic prescriptions of the past may not ultimately serve the best interest of the patients nowadays. I tend to anyone who comes to Boo Boo Pharmacy seeking medical attention, regardless of their wealth or status. I treat everyone fairly, and I do my best to heal them. You are no exception either. It's said that there are a wide variety of mushroom species native to Sumeru's rainforests, and that some species can even cause hallucinatory effects, which may have medicinal value. However, I've never had the opportunity to study these mushrooms in detail. I'm thinking to go and have a look for myself the next time I'm on vacation. I am merely a mortal doctor, so I'm afraid I don't have many interesting stories to share. If you're looking for legends, then you should go to the Helyu Tea House and listen to the storytellers there. I enjoy sorting medicinal ingredients and using each ingredient's unique properties to produce pills or ointments. I know this process like the back of my hand. People think that the process of making medicine is difficult and complicated, but to me, it brings endless enjoyment. Amazing, isn't it? That we can condense the bounties of heaven and earth into a tiny, unremarkable pill and use it to bring people back from the verge of death. The most difficult part of seeing patients isn't prescribing medication, but identifying the cause of the disease. There could be a million reasons why someone may feel unwell. Maybe they were having a friendly Draeun chili eating contest with someone and ended up damaging their stomach without realizing it. Or maybe circumstances led them to drink too much water, which caused them to start feeling nauseous. I just wish people would take better care of themselves and find something better to do than repeatedly put their bodies through so much distress. You shouldn't be a picky eater. Meat, eggs, milk, vegetables, fruit. They all have nutritional value and should be a regular part of your diet. But you should also avoid eating too much. Eating or drinking excessively can also be detrimental to your health. Take it from me. As a doctor, I know all too well that many health crises find their way into the body from the mouth. Why would you ever purchase so much candy? Just be sure not to eat it too quickly. And remember that too much candy can give you cavities. Me? I seldom indulge in sweets, and I don't often eat spicy food either. After all, if I don't watch what I eat, then how can I expect that of my patients?
Superb! More, please.
It is good, isn't it? Ah, well done. Your culinary skills have improved. Well, at least it still tastes better than medicine.
Refresh my memory, Baiju. How do we say that again?
You mean how to wish someone a happy birthday?
Yes, precisely.
I hope that this day will be one filled with joy every year, and that you would always keep these times near. Happy birthday, traveler.
Hey, so what should I say now? Let me think. Mm... I can't think of anything. I sincerely wish you a happy birthday, too. What are you laughing at? People are so bothersome, with more traditions and twists than even a snake. The doctor will see you now.
A bitter pill to swallow. Mind the side effects. Seems like an emergency. Remember, health comes first. Taking a turn for the better.
What? So all that running around was for this?
Shang, behave. The life of an adventurer certainly isn't easy. Don't forget to wash your hands. Goodness knows where these things have been. I can still keep going.
A slippery situation.
I can't fall here. Exercise caution. Be mindful of your injuries. I shed this mortal coil. I'm sorry, Shang. Some doctor I am. Not my glasses. This is nothing. I'll treat your wounds. Time for a house call. Hopefully this won't take long.
I'm number 11 of the Fatui Harbingers, codenamed Childe, but I also go by Tartaglia. And you? You two like to cause quite the stir, don't you? Something tells me we're going to get along splendidly. You know, there are better ways to seek out our enemies than, well, standing here. This place is pretty dead. By which I mean, there's nothing to kill. I wonder what the rest of the Harbingers are up to. Plotting and scheming on an ever grander scale, no doubt. Where I'm from, if we didn't keep moving, we'd freeze to death. Literally. Ah, perfect weather for fishing. The sound of the rain scares them away, but once it stops, they're yours for the taking. Could it be snowing in Snezhnaya too? The world looks glorious in the snow. Pure white, like the light of the moon. A perfect backdrop for bloodshed. The wind is picking up. There is conflict in the air. Just look at that wind blow. The wind permeates all, cleansing both mind and body. Excellent. Morning, comrade. You're raring to go today, I see. You look well. What's your secret? Care to exchange notes? Oh, dinner was quite the feast. A spot of exercise is in order. Today was great. See you tomorrow, comrade. A warrior must always be ready to face any challenge with his blade. The outcome of the battle is irrelevant. What matters is that you learn from the experience. I'm sure the Harbingers must know of my dealings with you by now. Oh, I'd love to see the look on their faces. The skeletal white snowscape devours life without leaving any trace. It is the invisible enemy we fight against each day. I once ventured deep into the abyss and came face to face with an enormous beast. I don't know its name. All I know is the sight of it chilled me to the bone. But mark my words, one day I will march back in there and behead that beast. And you, comrade, will be my witness. Remember, comrade, one day I will conquer the world. Ice fishing and combat follow the same principle. Patience and decisiveness are key. Though, having said that, I suppose the same is true of everything in life. My pet peeves? Well, to be honest, I'm far too busy journeying with you and slaying powerful enemies to dwell on such trifling matters. There's plenty of delicious food to sink your teeth into in this world, and plenty of fights to sink your teeth into as well. Life is beautiful. Food is like weaponry. A true warrior never deliberates unduly over their choice of weapon, nor do they do so over the food they eat. Neither should you. Eating delicious food really has a way of taking all your cares away. Now, how should I repay you? Your cooking skills seem to have improved quite a lot. Does that mean you're getting stronger all the time too? I'll admit the taste surprises me a little. Okay, I'll try one more bite. Happy birthday, comrade. Anyone you need knocked off their perch today? Let me know. I'll happily oblige. You're mine! Ha! Tidal wave! Bring it on! Who's next? Riptide! You can run, but you can't hide! Shouldn't let your guard down. Brace yourself! This is gonna hurt! No time to lose. I could get used to this. Alright, now we're talking. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now I just need to get my hands on the rest. This is getting interesting. You're pretty good. Death looms. My time to shine. What's the matter? Out of practice? Step aside. It's my turn. How? I had only just... Drat! I'm quite impressed. Amateur mistake. Need to end a few enemies? Keep your eyes wide open. Come on, don't keep me waiting.
Xinyan's the name and rock and roll's the game. And I'm the only one who plays it in Liyue Harbor. Been thinking about staging concerts elsewhere lately, but... well, word is that you've been all over the place, traveler. So, what say you sign me up for your world tour? Anywhere's good. If there's fire in your soul, you gotta rock and roll. So come on, let's get moving. I just came up with an awesome new riff. Wanna hear it? Whatever's going on over there looks pretty rock and roll to me. Oh, it's really coming down. It'd be all sorts of bad if my guitar got wet. This rain ain't clearing anytime soon, but the show's still on, people. How do we attract more folks in this weather? Right. How about we stage a rock till you drop snowstorm endurance challenge? Gotta find some cover quick, or my hairdo's gonna fall apart. Morning. I was just warming my voice up. We're in real good shape today. All right, that's a wrap. If there's nothing else, I'll go take a nap somewhere. Almost about to go live over here. You coming? Me? Oh, I've got a guitar to maintain, tunes to rewrite. I mean, I just got off stage. There's no way I can sleep right now. Not afraid of me, are you? Some folks say I got eyes like knives, that I don't wear my clothes right, that I don't speak right. They give me a pretty wide berth, too. Really, can a girl sport her own style without being looked at like she's some weird creature out of who knows where? Rock and roll came to Liyue from Fontaine, so I guess you could call it a new thing. But it's not too hot around here. Most think it's an awful racket not fit for human ears. And that's why I appreciate everyone who does come listen. You want to hear me play? Come to the front. It sounds best from there. All right then. Coming at you from the one and only rock stage in Liyue. You ever heard of opera? It's what those rich guys listen to at their banquets. It's all tenor this and falsetto that. Getting so uptight about music. Ugh, it's just not rock and roll. My favorite stage outfit's one I made by hand out of silk flowers. You must have seen those flowers before, haven't you? Passion red they are. A perfect match for my music. You want to know more about me? Well, aren't you just odd? Most people would do just the opposite. Well, where should we start? I guess we'll start with rock and roll. Hobbies? Rock and roll, of course. You ever have that something you put your all into? When everything you love comes together into one thing, the place and time loses all importance. You just need to enjoy it to the fullest and express yourself to your heart's content. I can never get enough of that feeling. I send children a-crying every time I accidentally lock eyes with them on the road. If only there was a way to make me look a little less scary. But I've tried everything and nothing sticks. The lunch down at the Liyue dockyards rocks! Oily, meaty, bit skimpy on the vegetables, but I could never get tired of it. As far as I'm concerned, a whole day in the dockyards is worth it just for the lunch. Not that I'm picky, but I can't stand bland food. If it's supposed to be salty or spicy, make it salty or spicy. You can't have a good time if you don't go all in on the flavor. Even if all I had on hand were enough ingredients for one serving of jewelry soup, I'd make sure I'd do right by them. Wow-wee! You've rocked my socks off with this one. I'm moving to the groove of your awesome food. The taste ain't bad, but it's lacking that special spark. I can help you with the presentation if you want. You don't mind if I add a little something to spice things up, do ya? Happy birthday! I made some embroidery especially for you. Check it out! I sewed both our images on in the style of Fontaine's dolls. It's pretty cute, huh? Why are you looking at me like that? What? It's not that weird that I can do embroidery. Xinyan's the name and rock. Feel the beat. Power chord. Pyrotechnics. Time to rock. Shred till I'm dead. Amp it up. Time to celebrate. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this rocks. Woohoo! Let me hear ya. That was just the intro. All right, that sounded kind of bad. I'm used to this much. Rockin' to the rescue. Hey now, don't rock till you drop. The beat's all missed. Didn't make it to the chorus. Went out of tune. Not cool. Hey, not the guitar. I'm taking the stage. Oh yeah, rock on. Let's jam.